You're welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. This is Firecrackers. As we shift our focus now to the other part of the program, I am being joined here by the Executive Coordinator, Igbo APC in Lagos, Eze Uche Dimba, aka Otemba. Mazi, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
I hope I tried with the name.
Yes, correct. You got it correctly. Otemba.
Yes. Okay, you were just telling me moments ago that means
the waker
of
the people, the waker of the community.
Of the community.
The man who does not want people to have dull moments. That is the meaning of the title.
All right. Very, very interesting. Okay, now, the Southeast has been boiling. There have been tensions in the Southeast. There have been killings in the Southeast. There have been attacks in the Southeast. Just how much concerned are you as an Igbo man?
Honestly, I am very, very concerned. I am very, very concerned because those who are doing this, they don't know what they're doing. Most of these people that are talking about Biafra, they never saw Biafra. We saw Biafra. And we know what it is all about. And we are appealing to everybody to tread softly, softly. This boiling, killing, burning of police stations, burning of INEC offices will not even solve the problem. Rather, it is wasting of taxpayers' money. Because whatever you destroy today, the government have to replace it.
Yes, the people of the region, the Southeast region, they think and they believe strongly that they have been marginalized for many, many years now. They believe that the region has been taken for granted. The region has invested a lot into Nigeria, but the region has not been rewarded, so to say. Do you think that the Southeast has also been marginalized?
For sure. For sure, Southeast have been marginalized. And that is why when we begin to say, if some people are talking about Biafra, have you been able to sit down and ask yourself, what is the meaning of this Biafra? The meaning of this Biafra is marginalization. If you can look at Nigeria now, all geopolitical zones, they have 6 states and 7 states, but we have only 5. 5 states. If we are giving one more state, you know what we are going to add? You have added 3 senators to us, 10 Federal House of Assembly, 1 capital state, and a lot of things that will come into it. But this is what we are being marginalized for a very long time, and people are not thinking about it. And if you look at employment, the federal character is no longer working. Wherever there are going to be an employment, Igbo man's name looks like an epidemic. They'll put it by the corner.
I mean, because very recently, even the recent appointment of the new Chief of Army Staff, people have thought that he should have been someone from the Southeast, but that didn't play out.
Yes, we thought it could be from the Southeast. So I personally thought so.
So with all of this that has played out, isn't it safe to say that these people from the Southeast should be justified, if you may, for venting their anger on some of what have played out? Because that's the argument.
There is no way you can be justified by destroying your own property and wasting lives and property. That is not the way to go. There is many, many other ways to go. At least the elders of Igbo people, they have a way. They are still dialoguing. They are still discussing. Just in the recent time, the whole 17 governors of the southern
part of the country
came out and said this is not good. The constitution have to be changed, if not rejigged. Also, they said that this grazing of cattle that is causing this killing should stop. They don't want it. They have come up with that. And when you come up with something, it's something to be negotiated on a round table, not to waste life, not to destroy the property that belongs to you, that is even in your own land. Even if you are given the opportunity to say, go and manage your land, those things you have destroyed, you are still going to be the person to replace them. So that is not an option at all. These killings and damaging of property is not an option.
Do you think this is going to end anytime soon, especially now that there's this directive from the indigenous people of Biafra, a sit-at-home order? You know, the people of that region have been neither here nor there, because some are confused. Should I go about my normal business for the day? Should I sit at home? Only yesterday we understand that about 2 soldiers were shot. That, I'm sure, would have infuriated the anger of the soldiers to respond, which they did. Some victims were recorded as a result of stray bullets and all of that. So, is there any sign for all of this playing out?
If anybody tells you now that this thing is going to stop tomorrow or next tomorrow, the person is being economical with the truth. Because even the youths who are doing this are no longer listening to the elders.
Are the elders even speaking?
They are speaking.
Because
they are speaking. It's not to come on the face of TV to come and talk. It's when you know that the people are speaking. They are speaking. You know, Igbos are people who believe in meetings. Call these children to order. Let's have a meeting. You dialogue, and after talking, they will not listen to you. It's not whenever you want to talk to your children, you come on the face of TV to come and discuss issues. Issues are being discussed. They are being told not to go this way. But the people themselves, they said that their elders have betrayed them because the elders are not doing anything. They're not doing anything to save them from what is coming in future. A situation whereby you will train your children from the best university, they make the best grades, and they cannot find employment in Nigeria. Most of the Igbos you see that you think they are elite, they are rich, their children cannot find anywhere they can say, government you have been employed here to earn a living, to grow according to your level. Some are looking for employment outside the country, running around looking for greener pasture. So when is it going to continue? They cannot listen to you until there is something tangible on the table, which I believe this constitutional amendment that I've started, if it is handled very, very well, it could be a number one step.
We will come to that, the constitutional review, look at the takeaways as it concerns the Southeast particularly. But I understand Emmanuel is still standing by. Emmanuel, share with us your thoughts on these attacks on the Southeast. I mean, it has continued for quite some time now. Attacks on government facilities. It was only magistrate court yesterday, a high court, a divisional police station in the Jaba, rather, local government area of Imo State. What do you make of these attacks, these killings, these unrests and agitations in the Southeast region?
First and foremost, I read in the news today that Ahmed Gulak was shot and killed by unknown gunmen. May his soul rest in peace in Imo. For me, talking about this Southeast and Imo particularly, you know, I have a sentimental attachment to Imo because that was where I did my NYSC. So I am familiar with almost everywhere you call in Imo State where these things are usually reported. I feel very sad because it was a hospitable place for me. I remember that in that place that I stayed 1 week after my NYSC, just because of the hospitality of the people. Now that is it about the hospitality. But you see, Rochas Okorocha Senator and Senator Ike Ekweremadu, very sound mind. They said during that hearing, they said that poverty and injustice, that they are at the root of the insecurity. And nobody is taking them seriously. Ask the question, what kind of poverty, what kind of injustice? Get them to the table. I always say here that it is easier for the government to prevent people from getting angry than for them to tell people after they have gotten angry how to use the energy or how to display the energy from that anger. We will continue to talk and talk and talk here. Very soon, election will take over the air. There will be no conversation again apart from election. When we have something outstanding there, let us go and find these people. Do we, in the first place, do we even know the people that are doing it? For sure. Do our security men have the intelligence that says with precision that these are the people that are responsible for this? And then after, if we have, then we need to go to the next thing. Why are they doing this? I'm an advocate of dialogue. Let us dialogue. Let us listen to these people who probably may have a legitimate anger. Even if we think that the anger is not legitimate, let them express their grievances. Let us know and then see a way of addressing it. But because we are not interested, we don't seem to be interested in this, very soon, when it will be almost impossible to do anything, that's when we will start and say, let them come to the table. I feel now is the time for the government at the center and the government in the various states to find out who are these people and why are they doing these things. And
well said. We will check in with you very shortly as we wind down on our conversation. Eze Uche, as we begin to round off very, very shortly, let's look at the style and the approach of Mr. President in handling the issues of the region. You are a member of the APC. The president has been condemned for being maybe a little too hard on the region. IPOB was proscribed, which a lot of persons frowned at. A lot of persons expected the government to proscribe the headers who have also unleashed mayhem for quite some time now. The presidency of the federal government never did that. So, as a member of the APC, are you on the same page with Mr. President and your party and on how things is playing out in the southeast?
No, I'm not on the same page here. But I want to assure you that all of us worked very seriously, very hard to put the president there. By the time we were working for him to be there, there was no discrimination. Nobody was talking about Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa. We all work hard because we believed he is the right man to be there. And now
is he still the right man to be there?
Getting there, well, he's still the right man, but he's not the only person there. I don't know those who must have confused him. Because if you know President Muhammadu Buhari, you will know that what is happening here is not his character. It's not. The proscription of IPOB was the greatest mistake. You cannot prescribe IPOB. It's not like your child is getting angry, you drive him away. Whose person's name is he going to bear? Your name also. Then the other of your child is also committing something that's even worse than the one you drove away. You left him to continue. So it's wrong. What we said from the beginning was that IPOB, as a group of young people from Nigeria, no matter what they claim that they want to succeed or whatever, you want to find out why must you succeed? Why must you get out of your father's house? Then they'll be able to explain to you what their problems are. Then they'll dialogue on it and find a way to stop it. It's also the same thing that happened with Boko Haram. Boko Haram was not like this when Yusuf was there, but it was mishandled, and you can count how much of money that I've spent into Boko Haram, how many lives that we have wasted because it was mishandled. Boko Haram was mishandled, IPOB issue was also mishandled, and the cattle rustlers and herders was also mishandled. So, and no matter what, even if it is mishandled, we can still come back and find a way to solving this problem. Now that it's still on this level, than allowing it to continue to escalate.
Mazi, we have to round off very, very shortly. Let me ask you this question, which is actually, he just like, are Nigerians better under the APC? Are Nigerians better under the current administration? Are things better? 6 years after?
Yes, things are going well. Because
in what aspects?
Depending on where you are coming from. If you ask me, I am from the Igbo. During the PDP, we had no roads that can link us from Port Harcourt to Enugu. There was no road that can link us from Enugu to Onitsha. But now all those roads are being done, and they're being done very well. Most of them are 80% done. Most of them are 75, 90% done. And look at the second Niger bridge, it's being done. So from that aspect, I will also tell you that yes, we are seeing government, and many roads are also being taken care of. So the only area that we are complaining as Igbos is the way of selecting people as the security architect of this country. You selecting from only one part of the country, so others are not being included. So it is wrong. But if you are talking about Nigeria, they are trying their best, and there is nothing you can do to solve all the Nigerian problem at a time. It is one government comes, he solves the one that he can, another one comes and continue from there. Government is a continuum. So from what is on ground now, they have done their best. Buhari have done his best. It is not the one that everybody. The
question is whether his best is good enough for Nigerians.
Everybody that has any problem in his house will say it's Buhari. Anything that happens in your family.
Let's take this conversation like to Kaduna. Emmanuel, in 60 seconds or less, what is the state of things? Are Nigerians better under this current administration? The past 6 years?
I wouldn't say yes or no, but let me say this. I have more people asking me for as small as 500 naira, 200 naira now in the past 6 years than I ever had them. Insecurity, it is out there for us to see. We are still the poverty capital of the world. We have been through 2 recessions. We have nepotism in appointment and in other places. We have all this, the health sector, the education sector, all of them are there for us to see. If we are better, then these indices are saying different.
Thank you so much for your thoughts. That's where we anchor the conversation with you. Mazi, we have to go now. In 60 seconds or less, this unrest in the Southeast, does it have any connection with 2023?
Yes, I think so. It has connection with 2023. Because if you are listening to the Biafran boys, they have been telling you that there's not going to be any election in Nigeria until they are allowed to go, or until things are done the right way. That the election in Nigeria does not bring out good leadership, that it is skewed to favor some kind of people. So it is towards that. And maybe by next year it will be worse than this. That's why I'm saying the government should stand up now, nip sitting on the board, find a way to solving this problem once and for all, so that we can have another peaceful election, a better peaceful election, which will bring up a better leader in Nigeria who will take us to the next level. If there are things that Buhari did not do well, the other leader can come and do better. We do not want election that will continue to bring us leadership that will not take us to where the world is going.
All right. That's a good place to leave it. Executive Coordinator Igbo APC in Lagos is Uche Dimba, the Okpotemba.
Yes.
Okpotemba.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you.
And of course from Kaduna, Emmanuel Zakai, Public Affairs Analyst. Thank you so much indeed for your thoughts and contributions tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why we anchor our conversation tonight. Thank you for being a part of the program again.